So Wano has been fantastic, man. Wano has been fantastic, man. The last chapter, Sanji and Zoro back to being a duo, has been amazing. But today I want to go over, One Piece events that I hope we get after Wano's finished. Because I think Wano is at, it's been 3 years since it's started, right? 28 late 2018, right? Or was it early 2019? 2.5 years since Wano started, and Wano, I think, has surpassed Dressrosa as the longest arc in One Piece. And, as great as Wano has been, so far, I love Wano. I'm really loving Wano. I want us to go back to what's happening in the One Piece world. So today, I want to talk about, the stuff that I hope we get after Wano. So the first thing I want to talk about, is of course, something that's definitely going to happen is the Straw Hats, bounties. The Straw Hat bounties, that's the thing that we always get after every major arc. I feel like all the Straw Hats are going to receive a huge bounty increase after Wano. With the first one being Luffy, I feel like Luffy's going to have a bounty between 2 billion to 3 billion berries. Zoro between 850 to 1 billion. Sanji's at least going to increase by 400, 500 million berries, and the list goes on. And besides, the Straw Hats bounties, I want to see what the world's reaction is going to be to, Wano now finally being open to the outside world, and then the news of two Yonkos being defeated, because with two Yonkos being defeated, that causes the One Piece world's balance of the power system to go down a little bit more, because the warlords, that system is now done. The world government is trying to replace the warlords with something that they're planning. We don't even know what they're planning. But after the defeat of two Yonkos is going to be very big. So I want to see the world's reaction to that too after Wano's finished. After that, I want to see Shanks and the red hair pirates. Shanks is possibly the biggest character in the series that so much people want to know about. The fact that Shanks has done 10% in the story so far, and yet he's still one of the biggest characters in the series, is amazing. How Oda has made Shanks this interesting, despite us not knowing that much about him. Like when we first saw Shanks, and his crew, they just look like a normal, happy, cheery crew, right, at the beginning of the series. But when we saw them at Marineford, we learned that Shanks is a Yonko of the sea, and we saw how badass, some members of his crew is, Ben Beckman just stopping, Kizaru. Ben Beckham has to be goated, bro. He has to be goated, and Oda said, I don't remember what Jump Festa was. I think it was 2020's Jump Festa. He said that Shanks will be moving, and we all know that Shanks has some huge history with Blackbeard, and we also remember that Shanks was talking to the Gorosei about something big. It could possibly be Blackbeard. So I hope after Wano we get something with Shanks and Elbaf. Everything that he was talking about with the Gorosei, and of course the continuation of the reveals of the red hair pirates, like Yasop and Ben Beckham, because it's just we just want to know so much about Shanks and his crew. But after Shanks and his crew, Sabo, bro, my boy Sabo, what I'm saying. I want to know what happened to Sabo. I want to know what happened to this man. It's been how many chapters? We're at 1022, and we saw him last in 956, I believe. It's been so long. That's over 50 chapters ago, right? We want to know what happened to that boy Sabo. Is he okay? Did he get captured? A whole lot of people believe that he got captured. I don't think Sabo got captured. I feel like, I feel like it has something to do with Kuma. Kuma possibly sent him somewhere else, and now they don't know his location. But, the stuff that's happening with Sabo right now is just so huge because of the fact that, he might be dead. He might be captured. He might be, and then it's just crazy what's happening to Sabo. I feel like the world government, they did something with Sabo, and Sabo's character, man, he's gonna be big going forward too, because Oda was talking about Sabo in Jump Festa 2019, saying that Sabo will, and he didn't continue off that, so Sabo's gonna be a big player in the future of One Piece, and I want to see what happened to Sabo. I want to see what happened to him and the other Revolutionary Army commanders. And besides Sabo, we have Vivi too. What happened to Vivi? Because in the anime continuation of chapter 956, we see that the people of Alabasta are, they're sad, they're crying over the news of something that happened to Cobra and Vivi. Now, what possibly could have happened to Vivi and Cobra? I think Vivi is safe. I feel like she's with Sabo right now on any place that they might be right now. I feel like it's Cobra that died. Cobra makes the most sense out of the two, just because the fact that Cobra went to the world government to discuss about the road poneglyphs, and the world government don't like that. They don't want anyone talking about the road poneglyphs. So he possibly was a target by the world government. Cobra, and then we also saw Emu selecting Vivi as a target. So after Wano, I want to see what happened with Vivi, and her father, because it's just so big right now. Sabo and Vivi, just so big, and after those two, I want to know what happened to what's going to happen with Boa Hancock and Kobe, because I know a whole lot of people in the One Piece community are thinking that Kobe's gonna beat Boa Hancock, or that he needs to beat Boa Hancock. I'm like, no, bruh. Like I don't care if Kobe's going crazy right now with the Marines. There's no way he's beating Boa Hancock, bro. I feel like so many people underrate Boa Hancock. Like, she's the second strongest female character in this series after Big Mom, and we haven't seen that much of Boa Hancock, but what we've seen so far, she's very strong. She has all three types of, the hockeys, and we saw what she was doing at Marine Ford. We saw like a little taste of what she can do. Just, like easily just destroying pacifistas, with just single kicks, you know what I'm saying? I don't think Kobe's gonna be able to defeat Boa Hancock by himself, especially with his sisters. I mean, her sisters, Boa Hancock's sisters are also no joke either, and the other Amazons on Amazon Lily. So I feel like Kobe might have had the help of Fujitora. Fujitora is a great counter for Boa Hancock, but I feel like I don't feel like Boa Hancock would be captured, but also Oda was also talking about something what happened to Boa Hancock too, and if she gets captured, then that's gonna be crazy, But if she gets captured by Kobe, I don't think that's gonna happen. Like, I feel like Kobe's gonna have some huge help to capture Boa Hancock, and besides Boa Hancock and Kobe, the Warlords. What is going on with the Warlords? For all I know, Mihawk is, of course, he's not going to get captured. It's Mihawk, you know what I'm saying? Mihawk is one of the most powerful characters in the series right now. And, it's Mihawk. He's saved by plot armor because, that's going to be Zoro's huge fight in the series. So because of that, he's going to be saved just by the plot, I feel like, Mihawk might be going to join Shanks and the Red Hair Pirates right now, but, I could be wrong about that. Besides that, Buggy, he's safe too. He's a meme character, he's safe as well. Edward Weevil, I feel like Edward Weevil is also safe too, because we don't know anything about Edward Weevil. So far in this series, he's been proclaiming that he's the son of Whitebeard, and that he hates Blackbeard. He wants Blackbeard to pay for what he did to Whitebeard. So, I feel like with like the little info that we know about Weevil, I feel like all the warlords are safe with the exception of Boa Hancock, just because of all the stuff that Oda has said about Boa Hancock in the previous Jump Festa information that we've gotten. So out of all the warlords, I feel like Boa Hancock is the only one that's in danger. All the other warlords are safe just because of the plot that's going with them right now in the story arc. And Dragon and the Revolutionary Army. After the Wano, I hope we get a huge flashback to the history of Dragon, the formation of the Revolutionary Army. I also want to know what happened to the other Revolutionary Army commanders besides Sabo. Were they able to escape? Did they die trying to get Kuma back? And Kuma too. Is Kuma okay as well? Because, I feel like Kuma did something at the Revere. I feel like Kuma sent Sabo and the Revolutionary Army commanders away before he died, but I could be wrong. And then after that, we want to know about the ancient weapons, in the One Piece story arc. The only one that we know of is, Shirahoshi, who we learned is the new, Poseidon, ancient weapon. But, we want to know about, Pluton. Pluton is a big one right now because it's in Alabasta. We know that Pluton is said to be a warship, that's capable of destroying a whole island, as Crocodile said back in Alabasta. We want to know about Pluton, and of course, Uranus. Uranus is the last, ancient weapon that we don't know anything about. No information, nothing at all. I hope Oda, after Wano, gives us a taste of what Uranus could be as well. And the reveal of Emu, Vegapunk, and all this other stuff with the world government right now. Like, what new thing is this the world government have that could possibly be replacing the warlords? Because it has to be something big. And it obviously ties down with with Vegapunk, because Vegapunk is another character in this series that we don't know anything about so far. We've never seen this guy in this series. And, it's gonna be great when we finally see Vegapunk, hopefully after Wano. And of course, Emu. We still don't know anything about Emu as well, man. Emu is gonna be, I feel like he's gonna be a very like crazy character once we get the reveal of that character. And of course, other stuff like Elbath, Joy Boy, and of course, what is Blackbeard planning in the story right now? Because Blackbeard, after everything that happened in Revere, he was telling his crew that, hey, we need to start moving. What could Blackbeard possibly be going to move right now? There's two things that I said in the previous video. Blackbeard could be going to, Whole Cake Island while Big Mom is at Wano to get, Pudding. Because Pudding, remember, that three-eyed tribe, it ties in with the voice of all things and their potential to read the poneglyphs. What if Blackbeard is going to Whole Cake Island to grab Pudding just because of the knowledge of all that? Because, Blackbeard should know of the three-eyed tribe. Because remember, Oda said that Blackbeard in his pastime, in his hobby, that he's very into agriculture, right? History. He loves history, so he should know about the three-eyed tribe. So I feel like he's going to Whole Cake Island to grab Pudding and to also get the poneglyphs, Big Mom's poneglyphs. And then, besides that, I feel like he's going to Alabasta with all the stuff that's happening with Vivi, Cobra, and the world government. He's possibly going there to grab and find Pluton. And, Blackbeard has the perfect combination to get Pluton. So I feel like he's going there to grab Pluton. But, Blackbeard, man, he's low-key. It's going to be crazy seeing him and Shanks finally meeting. But, like, yeah, man, this is crazy, man. These are all the stuff that I want to see Oda hopefully, give us after Wano. Because, Wano has been great, but, I'm just dying to see what's happening in, the current world of One Piece. SABO, Vivi, Hancock, Shanks, Blackbeard. It's gonna be crazy when Oda just starts dropping all these tidbits, all these huge tidbits to us about like what's going on right now in the story. But like, yeah, man, I just want to go over this, man. But like, if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to the channel so you can stay notified when I post. And also, hit the bell notification so you can stay notified when I post. And the next video after this, I want to go deeper in thoughts with Boa Hancock and Coby in the Coby situation, because that is so big right now in One Piece. Even after like 60 chapters after that event happened, people are still wondering if Coby can really beat Boa Hancock. And I want to give my own thoughts about that theory in the next video. But like, yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.